The entire studio went silent in 3 seconds. That's how fast things shifted when Halle Berry and Sunny Hostin locked eyes across the table. It started like any other daytime interview. Smiles, applause, light questions about new projects. Halle was relaxed, confident, talking about building her own table in Hollywood and creating opportunities behind the scenes. The audience was with her. And then Sunny asked one question. Not loud, not aggressive, just direct. She brought up responsibility, influence, visibility, and whether being a trailblazer comes with an obligation to speak up publicly during major cultural moments. You could feel the temperature change instantly. Halle didn't snap. She didn't raise her voice. But her posture shifted. And when she responded, it wasn't defensive, it was sharp. She said survival in Hollywood was leadership. That not everything has to be public to be real. That private advocacy still matters. The crowd applauded. But Sunny didn't back down. She pushed further, saying silence can feel loud. That influence carries weight whether you want it to or not. That people notice when powerful voices don't speak during key moments. That's when the energy at the table got tight. Not chaotic. Not messy. Just real. Halle leaned in and asked, "Why is public performance the only metric?" The audience reacted. Sunny replied calmly, but firmly, that visibility inspires change. And then Halle dropped a line that made the room erupt. Fame is not consent to ownership. You could actually hear people gasp. The other hosts tried to balance the conversation, but this wasn't a small disagreement anymore. It had turned into something bigger, a debate about leadership, expectation, and what the public is allowed to demand from celebrities. At one point, Sunny used a word that made Halle pause. A long pause. The kind that only happens on live TV when something lands harder than expected. And instead of exploding, Halle did something that shifted everything. She admitted something personal. Something vulnerable. The audience reaction changed instantly. It wasn't just tension anymore. It was layered. Emotional. Complicated. No shouting. No walk-off. Just two powerful women refusing to soften their perspectives. By the time the segment ended, social media was already reacting. Clips were being shared. Sides were being chosen. Some viewers said Sunny was right to ask the hard questions. Others said Halle was right to defend her boundaries. And the moment that keeps replaying? That quiet look they exchanged right before the break. Not anger. Not friendship. Just intensity. This wasn't drama for headlines. It was a real-time collision of two different beliefs about activism and responsibility, and neither one fully backed down. If you think you know whose side you're on, wait until you hear the full conversation. Subscribe to the Star Talks and watch the full story in the upcoming video.